Monster kill! Triple kill! Merry Christmas! Double
Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of our season 1 tournament for Mobile Legends Australia. And so for today, we got quite a few exciting games to take place. So this is the lower bracket. So the teams that did not win on day 1. And so even though they didn't win day 1, there is a chance for one of the teams tonight that has the potential of coming back to the upper bracket to the finals. And so the teams that are participating tonight are the Connection team, Clear team, Doggos, Nova Oceania, Space Cadets, Team Alive, Y Namenganon, and Bad Intentions. So there are quite a few matchups that is worth seeing, and just seeing how these teams played out on day 1. It's great to see them play again, especially with a different enemy. So it's gonna be pretty pumped. So for today. We got, let me just bring up my notes really quickly. Where is it? There it is. Cool. So for today, for game 1, we have Zidane, the Lord of Snow Rabbits, and Collision, myself, who will be doing the shout casting. And so when it comes to the play-by-play, that'll be Rabbit, because by popular demand, I could just hear that many of you are very excited and you love his voice. So we give what the people want, and we got the Lord of Snow Rabbits ready to commentate those play-by-plays. Whereas Zidane and myself, we will, keep you guys in the loop in terms of the items, the gold, and then afterwards we'll have a game analysis by Zidane and Tiki. And so for the remainder of the night, it will be us 3, but we'll be rotating it around with King and Majin, and I think that is everyone who is shoutcasting today. And so, before we kick off the games, we do have a request. That as many of you know, that everyone who is involved in this tournament, in terms of organizers and key team, we're not being paid. This literally is community run, and for this to continue to thrive and for this to continue to be successful and to build momentum, we just ask that if you are watching our YouTube channel right now, if you have not subscribed to our account, please do that right now. And of course, when it comes to Facebook and YouTube and whatnot, please do like those things too. Because what that does, it helps build exposure to not only in Australia, but from a global point of view. So then this way, we could really show that Mobile Legends in Australia is alive, is thriving, and we just want to make the most out of this opportunity. And so we just know that for many of the teams that are participating and many of the viewers, we all want the same thing. We want to make sure that Mobile Legends Australia is thriving and is alive. And so that is just the one of the many ways that we could all do our part to make sure that we can see this to continue to thrive. Last but not least, we want to give a special shout out to Beast, who is our cameraman for tonight, who's helping a lot with the transitions and the graphics. So that's all happening, and it is because of Beast. But in saying that, we got a team who's dedicated and who just wants to see this to thrive. And so let's all get excited for the first match, which is the Connection versus Clear team. Now I'm looking at the lobby right now. I do see 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Everyone has ticked ready. And so let's jump into it. Go ahead, Nice.
I can't start. He's not pressing the tick.
Well, that was an anticlimax.
Well, he's not in the same. Oh, there we go. There we go.
All right, let's kick it off.
Your team is banning. Your team is banning.
Beast, mute yourself.
Wonderful.
Hello guys, it's me King. And let's see the first ban of the day, which is Xbox and also from the Connection squad. So let's see what's the ban gonna be. Also, Zan, do you have any ideas to this draft pick?
First, I want to welcome everyone to
Your
day
team is
3 of
banning.
the Mobile Legends Australia tournament. We have Team Connection and Team Clear playing for the first game. I can see that Team Connection has banned the Matilda,
We,
and Team
you know,
Clear.
Yeah, because of the sorry to cut you there, but I think I know why they banned the team is it team clear
Your team is banning.
Matilda because of the I think one of the guy who play I think in S5 which is Lilo, he play really good Matilda.
So yeah, that's definitely a reason for them to ban it. So they respect ban. They did their homework. They know that Lei plays a really good Matilda. We see
team is
Borg
banning.
and Yuzong ban, and also a Ruby ban. So like we've seen on the other days,
Your team is
everyone in
banning.
this server loves banning that side laners. We have really good side laners in our server.
Yes.
So another Ruby ban that limits the CC that can come from team clear.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to the third ban from team connection.
Do you have any thought that what they're gonna ban? Is that gonna be assassin or gonna be another fighter to ban?
I think since their second pick, it would be really smart to ban that Paquito, because Paquito is one of the only left fighters that can dominate lane, but no, they go for the assassin ban.
Assassin. And team Clea is suggesting to pick Esmeralda. I can see from this. But
Yeah, Esmeralda would be a really smart pick right there. We've seen people picking Esmeralda versus the Paquito yesterday, and she did really good in lane.
Yes.
Surprisingly, we've seen Team Sad, which is,
Your
but no,
team is picking.
there you go. They go for the Paquito pick.
I mean, Paquito pick, yes.
Yeah. That was surprisingly. I thought they wanted to counter that Paquito by doing the Esmeralda, but maybe Team Clear would take that Esmeralda.
Lunox, good pick. You wanna go with Esmeralda because
Your
Lunox
team
can
is
melt
picking.
the Esmeralda late game. Even the
Yeah.
late game can give her enough damage, you know.
Yeah, definitely. They don't want that Esmeralda being countered by the Lunox pick. And from if I remember correctly, I think the mage player on Team Connection plays Lunox really well.
Payback. Your team is picking.
So we look at the Farsa pick. I really like that Farsa pick. King, the range that comes from that Farsa can really limit the Esme and the Lunox engages in team fights. So by picking that Farsa, by securing that Farsa, they're trying to have their team playing the back to front strategy where the Farsa can stay in the back, deal all the damage she wants to deal, and at the same
Your
time
team is
secure that zoning range that the team wants to have. So there goes the Kufra pick. What do you think of the Kufra pick, Kings?
To counter Pasa to go in, that Kufra pick is pretty good. You know, Kufra can jump in and cancel Pasa ulti. If you use the right time, which is Purify, use the right time when Kufra about to jump, then she can still ulti without getting knocked out.
Yeah, definitely.
It will be a good pick. And also about the live streaming right now, I think the live streaming glitch right now. So Beast, could you check that out soon?
Your team is banning.
Thank you. Sorry for the delay.
Right now
Your
we
team
have
is banning.
Hylos ban, Yisanshin ban. I'm not sure about that Yisanshin ban since they don't have any CC on the team. Like I don't see how the Yisanshin ban works for their favor at this point. But it's probably a respect ban. That's my guessing for it. They know that someone might be able to pick that Yisan Shin.
Probably sorry to cut you there. So probably because I think they did their homework to against with team connection, the connection squad. I think they know do they have the Yushan Shin
Your team
really good
is
Yushan Shin,
banning.
then they would have banned it, you know. So that's what I think. So
that definitely is it. I'm guessing that since they secured the Kufra right now, Team Connection is trying to go for a team fight. So there goes the Roger pick, which is one of the strongest team fight cores right now. He can in Australia definitely he can capitalize all that engages. He can use all that engage he can get the CD reduction reset to up to 80%.
That's correct. And also his second skill and second skill and first skill pretty OP at the moment to counter the CC as well. If they try to
Definitely.
Your
use
team
Roger,
is
he can
picking.
just use easily his first skill for it and to escape from the CC, and he used his ulti to escape from it, even though he tried to escape easily.
Definitely. So much mobility on him. Are we gonna see Ammon being picked? I really like this Ammon pick if they go for it, because Team Connection has secured that marksman in the jungle.
Also, they changed the title from the tournament. Which you can
So Team Clear is going for that Bruno in jungle, that Atlas. We've seen that Atlas yesterday. It hasn't been really successful, but maybe they have different way of using it today. And last pick from Team Connection would be that Ammon. Ammon is really good.
Aimon, is it gonna be an offlane Aimon or gonna be?
I don't think so. I think that Aemon would go into the as a mage, as a support, because Aemon has a really high mobility. So you're looking at very fast rotation. You're looking at burst damage. You're looking at an unexpected rotations because once he's concealed, enemy won't be able to see him. So I would like to see that Aemon playing in support instead of being in gold lane. I would like to see that Lunox being played in gold lane or even XP lane, because we know that Lunox has that light form where she can escape any engages from their fighters. So welcome everyone. We're starting game number 1 for today. It's between Team Connection and Team Clear. Please put down in the live chat which team you guys support and let us know which team you think is going to be winning.
Yes, please. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. And you can take her on, Robert.
Hello everyone. We have the bottom lane Mr. Argus just fighting Mr. Armon. Nothing special happening just yet. Fasha on the middle lane with Lunox, just hitting it out using Starlight Pulse and her first skill of Curse of the Crow. Nothing too much. We have 7 seconds to go until the first turtle shows up.
We see an early invade coming from the Lunox and Kufra, their rabbit. I really think this is really smart by them. They're limiting the jungle coming from Bruno there. Such a smart play coming from Team Connection. They're going for an invade early, knowing that Bruno cannot possess that early damage, but no, Bruno first blood on the Aemon. What happened there, Rabbit?
Well, he used his ultimate. Not yet. He didn't have that yet, so he just used the volley shot and just kept on going it. So with his passive of Mecha Legs, this new update buff on it actually allows him to decrease the defense of the enemies.
Wow, so there we go, Bruno going for the first kill. You don't want to see Bruno getting fed really early. We all know the Bruno's potential into late game. I would like to see that Kufra trying to pressure that Bruno more. Maybe walk into his jungle. Bruno's early damage is not that much.
What do you guys think? Prediction? Who's gonna win? Any prediction on it?
So far,
Red team has slain the turtle.
I really like
Red team hero has been
Clear's
slain.
team's engages. They're playing surrounding. They're all surrounding that Bruno.
Oh, then the Curse of the Crow. Oh, no Curse of the Crow. Actually, it does secure it quite fast. And now we have the Lunox in the middle lane. Nothing happening too much. The Roger just securing his blue buff, and we have 90 seconds until the next turtle. So let's just move back to the in-game analysts. And what do you think happened there?
I really think that Team Connection is underestimating that Bruno's early damage, and Bruno engages on that.
Stun the Esme, and oh, look at this. Oh, Paquito was there as well, but Bruno secures the kill with his volley shot.
I'm not sure what Team Connection is trying to do there, but I think they need to reset the game, start all again, think about how to destroy that Boomer's jungle. Because Team Clear right now, they're already almost 1.5k heavy gold, and most of the kills are going to the Bruno side. You don't want to see that on Bruno. Bruno late game is really gonna hurt once he gets his 3 core items, like Endless Battle and Fury. It is gonna hurt a lot. Surprisingly, we see that Esmo versing that the Kiko lane, usually Esmo should be able to hold it, but we see engage on
Red team hero has been slain.
I know, Bruno's the curse, the kill with the wave of the whale. The welder, stun Yago, Brando activate. Unfortunately, they do not secure the kill, and the Jack is taken from the atmosphere, got to go into engage first. So he's up to the attack. Oh, there's a Cooper. Goes, and the tyrant range is sitting out.
Double
No,
kill.
look at the Roger.
Blue team hero has been slain.
The full-blown captain, the captain goes crazy, it goes assaulted. It goes down on those bogeys, those low HP bogeys, secure by his team. Securing at least that was a double kill, right?
Yeah, I think that was a double kill.
Red team has slain the turtle.
Absolutely.
Definitely uncontested turtle there for the side of Roger Rabbit. It seems like Team Connection is getting their game back. They're making the turn around right now. They secured the kill on the Bruno, so kinda losing spawns. We see Roger rotating towards top lane at the moment, clearing all the jungle. That's the team fight I was talking about from the side of Roger. All you need to do is get that enemy low, get that Roger in position, and he's just gonna scale into them, kill everyone.
18 seconds from this turtle. Do you wonder if it's going to be enough of a skirmish? They're going to save their spells for this next one.
Red team turret has been destroyed. Red team hero has been slain. Blue team hero has been slain. Red team hero has been slain.
He secures a double kill with the wave of the bird. Full combo. It's a triple kill. It's a whole team, nearly a whole team wipeout. Without the SA, they would certainly have lost a 1 kill tower stack. But that's the orange wave of the power on the orange lane on that show.
Red team turret has been destroyed. Red team turret has been destroyed.
You really can't do much shit.
No, definitely. The Paquito did not join the fight. So imagine having all of the team wiped out without even Paquito joining. Paquito has that much CC, has the damage. He's been farming really well. He did not get killed at all, and another engage on the pull from another spot he backs up. I really think Team Connection should start playing the team game instead of going in one by one. Then that would farm really too much, I guess. So for now, I think they should wait for that to not engage without having a set, because that would just take their CC.
Blue team has slain the turtle.
And another uncontested turtle.
Bouncy ball, but he does not want to touch Kufa's sticky bouncy balls. He just backs up a careful out in certain areas. Oh no, the Roger goes around as the human form but does not engage. He does not have in fact, the Jacob's goes on from the Atlas, he goes into their bushes, but no, nothing happens. Look at the middle turret, would there be some action here?
I think. Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I think Team Connection is just trying right now to hold the towers, not fight without set from the booth. and maybe if they get a good set, they can turn this around. I really believe that one set done by the one thing the whole game around, but at the same time, Team Clear has that malice, so they can't underestimate. And there you go.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
And now he just backs up. Oh, but no, it's Bruno. He's going in. No, runs it. No, Esme just runs away. This way, one tiny little set. It's hopscotch to safety. And look at it. Just pops up.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Not use his fatal link combo with his quickly
Red team turret has been destroyed. Red team hero has been slain.
I would really want to see an item tickets. I don't know why that Kufra was so fast. By looking at the items, we see that Argus already secured Demon Hunter Sword. Bruno secured two main items: the Endless Battle and the Berserker's Fury. I think that's the reason that Kufra, even though he has almost two physical defense items, he still got melted. The gold lead, you're looking at 6k gold lead almost. 9 minutes into the game, first load started by Bruno. I think Team Connection is miracle actually. That
Blue team has slain the Lord. Red team hero has been slain.
Once more. Isn't that an unfortunate thing for this Eshe? This poor little Eshe with sticky hands and he couldn't keep to himself. He gets punished for it by the FBI, certainly.
Yeah, he got punished for every jump he did so far.
He's gonna go to boarding jail for now.
So by looking at the situation right now, their best chances of coming back is having Team Clear making some huge mistake. What do you think, Rabbit? Is that or do you think Team Clear is playing well enough to avoid that mistakes?
Well, considering one team has already lost most of their turrets and the other still has all of their turrets, I think really that the end of the match might be sitting.
I have to agree with you right there.
Oh, there goes
Red team base turret has been destroyed.
Does not succeed in anything, but it was a splendid skirmish that both teams backed on.
Team Connection has already lost the
Red team base turret has been destroyed. Red team hero has been slain.
And well done. Let's move on to in-game armors to go more into detail.
Victory!
What a game there. Such a crazy game.
What do you have to say, Tiki?
Alright, so what I'm saying is Team Connection did a good early start for the battle on the first 2-minute mark, but however they suddenly threw like after 3 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. I have to agree. Team Clear had a really good start, giving all that kills to Bruno. He ended up being 6-1 and 5 with almost actually just on point 30% damage dealt by the Bruno. Most damage dealt by his team. I think what happened right there is that Team Connections did not estimate, and they underestimated the damage coming from that Bruno.
So
I think right now.
go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So from what I see from Esme and Almond, they were too overextended towards the enemy tower for far too long, which got them caught off guard from the ganks.
Yeah, definitely. I think they overextended that early game. that Ammon got killed 2 times in a row on his lane. That gave Bruno the ability to push that gold shield and take the first tower really early into the game. Roger tried to get the comeback. He couldn't. His team was not able to set for him.
And from what I see, Clear team seems to be ganking as a 3-man consistently. Like they're faster rotations. For both
Definitely.
lanes.
They had really fast rotations with that bird coming from the far side and that Atlas being able to get into the split state and rotate between lanes. Very well played by both teams. Congratulations to Team Clear. And that would be the end of after game analysis. Thank you, everyone. Okay, welcome back everyone, and we're starting
Your team
game
is
number
banning.
2 from day 3 of the ML Australia Season 1 tournament. This game will be between Team Nova on the left-hand side in the blue color, and Team Dogos on the right-hand side in the red color.
Yes.
First of all, please, our online YouTube channel is streaming. Please, everyone watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button
Your
and
team
like.
is banning.
So for our community to grow more and more. We see the first ban coming from Team Nova, that Yisan Shin ban. Yisan Shin is definitely one of the strongest cores right now.
Your team
And
is
not only
banning.
that, I think Team Nova did their homework because in day 1, Team Dogos picked that Yisan Shin as a core. So they saw his potential, they saw his gameplay, they know he's good on Yisan Shin, and they banned it for him. Second ban coming from Team Dogos. What do you think, King?
Second ban. Talking about doggos, they're probably most likely gonna ban Lancelot or Assassin because of as from the Nova squad, which is S2 play Assassin. I can see.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
if the homework from the doggos, they would definitely ban Hayabusa or Lancelot.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
Your
and
team
also
There-
is
S2 can
banning.
play good Leo mode as well. He's quite a good core player.
He actually played Leomord on side lane in day number 1, and he did really good on that Leomord. We see Matilda ban from the side of Team Dogos. I think this is just a general ban, a meta ban.
Your team
Matilda is
banning.
definitely one of the most strong mid laners. Also, Pekito ban coming from the side of Team Nova. This is definitely a meta ban. We have not seen Team Doggers use it last week, even though it was actually, in day 1, but it was actually open, but they still
Your
did not
team
use it.
is banning.
And also,
Obvious ban
Yes,
from
ban.
the side of Team Nova. I actually know why they banned that, because again, Team Doggers used Fovius in day number 1.
Yes.
So what do you think, Beast? Nova really did good job studying their
Your
enemy.
team is picking.
Beast.
King.
King. Yes. Study about the enemy. What do you think of
Your
it? So,
team is
like,
picking.
if Team Nova just end up like winning today, then they are doing so good so far. And also Doggos, you cannot underestimate Doggo squad as well. So if you underestimate both squad, then it is what it is.
Yeah, definitely. I see that first pick from the side of Team Nova, Kimi going for that Ruby. Kimi played the Ruby last in day number 1. She did really good maintaining the lane, but I want to see that Ruby being used more in team fights
Yeah.
today. Last time Ruby was not able to rotate fully. I hope I see this Ruby more in team fights. Two first
Your
pick
team
coming from
is
the side of
picking.
Team Doggers. They secured that Xborg, they secured that Farsa.
Long
Xborg is such a dominating side laner. What do you think of the Farsa pick, dog?
The Pasa pick is good because of long range. Because if she able to get the long range shot depend on that team. See if the look like Sylvana come in to get counter to Fasa. So Fasa couldn't escape. If Fasa used Purify, she could escape easily. But if she pick Flame Shot, it's really hard to her to escape as well and escape from the Ruby.
Yeah,
If she
definitely.
second first skill, then easily
Your
easy
team is
ulti and
picking.
escape with a
Yeah,
stun.
definitely. I definitely agree with you on that. That Farsa should start changing that spell. They already have a single target Sylvana and a team fight CC based fighter, that Ruby. Team Nova seems to be going for the team fight combination. They have that Chango with all that lane clear power coming from her.
Your
Last
team
pick
is
on the
banning.
first pick phase from Team Dogos is the Kufra. They want to counter CC that Sylvana, counter CC that Ruby by using the Kufra. What are you thinking?
As I say,
Your
Kufra
team
can
is
knock out a
banning.
lot of heroes. And from the Chang was using Flame Shot to purify. She saw Kufra pick. And also Kufra can jump and counter that Chang easily with his first skill and bounce and also ulti. Fulika ulti, one of the best Kufra combo right now. And well, what do you think of the ban right now with the Joe head? So did they
So
actually do the homework, or they just don't know what Nova
Your
actually
team
playing?
is banned.
no, I think they did their homework because Collision is known to be a very good Jawhead player. He's a very good tank player in general. We've seen his Lolita with all that mobility that Team Rebellions had. He was still able to land one of the best Lolita ults, one of the best Lolita's first skill stuns. He's definitely a player to be scared of as a tank player.
Yes.
So I think since Team Nova does not have the tank so far, they're trying to limit Collision's tank picks. They already took his Kufra. They banned his Jawhead. I'm not sure if he's able to play that Sylvana as a tank.
Your team
Maybe it's a
is
flex pick.
banning.
We'll look at that. But a ban
Okay.
coming from the side of Team Doggers, the Roger ban. What are you thinking?
The Roger ban is pretty good ban.
Your
You know
team
why?
is
Because
picking.
S5 can play Roger as well. So it's a good ban because they wanna
team
counter
is
the
picking.
S5 so badly by banning his like main hero and picking his main hero.
Definitely, definitely. I think also that Roger ban is more centered towards limiting their team fight potential. We see Hayabusa ban,
Yes.
but Team Doggos lock that link. They're not scared of using link. They're not scared of locking it. They take it right away.
And also
Team Nova, for the first time in this tournament, we see Alucard on the table. What do you think?
yes, I just remember. Just remember just now, just when he picked Alucard, he play Alucard really well in rank. I have seen him. So if he jungle, then
Your
he's pretty
team
good
is
lifesteal,
picking.
and his Alucard lifesteal is one of the best right now.
Yep.
But to get counter by it's like Kufra can counter Alucard, but the knockout though the knockout that Kufra gonna give to Alucard, you can't jump,
Definitely.
and
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
really hard
That
to win.
Kufra would be able to possess so much risk on that Alucard, like you said, that jump, that bounce. Do you think, from my personal opinion, I think that Alucard pick is really good here because Alucard can easily get on that link. Even if the link goes onto the wall, Alucard will still be able to jump on him. I think that Alucard pick works well for them as long as they're able to center their gameplay around him. Last pick from the side of Team Doggos, the Clint. What do you think of that? That Clint is probably going to be versing that Sylvana on gold lane. Do you think he'll be able to be playing well versus Sylvana?
So I just saw him pick was using Purify. Now he just changed to Flicker.
Oh, he's not sure.
He's not sure what to say because he could, if he wanna verse Sylvana, then it will be like a really hard game for him because of he doesn't have Purify right now. You can see.
No, he doesn't have a Purify. That ulti from Sylvana is gonna lock him down. If he doesn't have that fast reactions to be able to pop that flicker out of Sylvana's ulti circle, he will be locked down, and most likely he will be taken out.
Yeah.
So welcome to game 2 from day 3 of the ML Australia Season 1 tournament. The game started again, left-hand side, Team Blue is Team Nova. Right-hand side, Team Red is Team Doggos. Please write in the live chat which team you guys support, which team you guys think that is gonna win.
Yes,
And
but
let's
who's gonna win? So what do you think? What do you guys think? So Rabbit and Zidane, what do you guys think of this? Who's gonna win in this game?
Rabbit.
Well, there's a lot of possibility for Nova as well, but I know both of these teams quite well for, let's say, about a year, and the history of Doggo's squad, even though they're rusty players, they're actually still very good. I remember they used to do lots of practice matches past midnight, and they're just pretty dedicated. Yeah, like there's a lot of potential for their synergy because they're King Squad, and Nova, they're just the new team on the scene, so what can I say?
Yeah,
That's my
definitely.
prediction.
Both teams have our respect. I hope I see the best of both teams. We've seen that Pokemon being contested by both sides, but that Alucard was able to secure it with the red tree. Also was able to get that Kufra really low that had to burn his flicker really early in game. We see that Sylvana on bot lane being able to harass that Clint. Like we said, he already also burned his flicker down. So he won't have that flicker for another 100 seconds.
Yes, that's correct. And also that flicker and flicker with Sylvana, she went in also tried to stun that clean and take it away. And look at the Alucard went in to get counter that wall retrieve from Kufra. I mean wall retrieve from Alucard, and he's able to escape. What do you think? And Carlos there tried to get Kufra with his second and first kill.
Yes, definitely. Harris was trying to secure that kill. We see that Borg going into mid lane really early, being able to rotate. I'm not sure if that Ruby is being out rotated again. She should be trying to hold that Borg in lane, but as we know, Borg is such a hard fighter to go against as a Ruby. Turtle is up. Both teams are trying to set around that Turtle. Hylos and that Chango are starting that Turtle. Alucard is going in right now, trying to get it, being bursted. Hylos being bursted down, further airstrike going on that Hylos, getting him really low.
And well play from the Alucard with a good retreat on it, and then Alucard just went in, tried to go chase the Xbox. And Xbox unfortunately just escaped with his flicker.
Exactly. Bottom side, we see that Sylvana harassing and slowing that Clean's farm again. I'm not sure about that Clean pick. They have a single target lockdown hero. I think they should have gone for a more tanky side than having a marksman, since they already secured that late game with the Ling and the Farsa. Mid lane, we see the Kufra trying to jump on Chango. He fails. Feather strike used on her. No shield, no more shield for that Chango. But again, she securely goes out.
Yes, talking about Clean. Clean is a good pick, but in the early game, he's very bad because of, he cannot control because of the Sylvana. Plus, if he have actually a Purify, he could have survived a little bit and could hold up that lane. But I'm just saying, so Clean is very good at late game. So like, tanky, little tanky and late game. Look at a bot lane, and they're 4v1 with Clean, and then he's gonna push in and Clean opportunity die by 4 gang at the bottom.
So that's the power of Alucard. He's able to gank in, go in tower, not worrying about anything because his damage is just there early to late game. That Kufra and Ling engaging on the Hylos, are they going to be able to take him down? And the Feather Airstrike secures that kill.
Yes, indeed. Quickly, item check. So what did they have?
So far, none of them secured their first item, which is kind of acceptable. It was only 4 minutes into the game, but we see that Link going towards building that Demon Hunter sword as first item, and that Alucard trying to get that War Axe and engaged by the Kufra on the Sylvana, but they can't get. Actually, they secured the kill on the Sylvana, and Kufra escapes with a flicker.
And there's a good teamwork from the both team, by the way. The good backup, and Ruby actually came for help this time, and she's improving. So far, so well. The gang, they get one for each kill, 1 by 1. And Alucard just going in and then killing and go in again, try to chase Xbox. Xbox with his first kill. And Alucard just playing aggressive and going in more, and Alucard with the retreat to Xbox.
That Alucard went too aggressive over there. Turtle is still being contested by Team Nova. I'm not sure why, since their core already gone down. They should be resetting, they should be going back, maybe trying to clear their lanes, but no, they're trying to contest it. That Link pops his ult, he was able to secure the Turtle and secure a kill on that Sylvana. Another kill on the Ruby.
And a big mistake from...
It's a very, very bad trade for the side of Team Nova. They lost their core, they lost Turtle, and they lost 3 kills. 2 of them going to the side. 2 of them going to the side of Fling and Clint. You don't want to see that kills coming to the Clint hands.
And also to Clint. Oh well, it is what it is now. And also, what do you think of Rabbit? What do you think of this game so far?
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Too heavily invested on their core player, which is a fighter which lacks range. They're trying to spoon feed him kills. They really needed to do that in the early game to secure their power spike, but it's just not happening. Like, he's not healthy enough to go into the team fights just yet, and he's probably not going to be able to reach his power spike to take full advantage of it now. It's probably going to be more shifted to their Chang'e to actually even get an opportunity to do a comeback here.
Yeah, definitely. Another engagement on that Sylvana on the Farsa, but she's she got melted down by that feather airstrike. Chango pops her ult, trying to melt down the lane, but she doesn't have her second skill on, and the Hylos falls down for the hands of Farsa.
Ruby, look at the Ruby fight right now with the Xbox. Like with the both with the low HP, and Chang got the kill with the low HP, and Kufra and Ling just gonna chase Alucard right there, and Alucard about to survive the end with the kill as well, and unfortunately he died with a knockout from the bow.
Another feather airstrike. That damage coming from Farsa is just insane right now. I really want to have a look at the item check right now. Farsa already securing that Clock of Destiny and working her way towards the Winter Truncheon. Lightning Truncheon.
Yes.
I think that Farsa, once she get her Lightning Truncheon, she's gonna hurt even more and more. With the passive coming from the Lightning Truncheon, that extra magic damage. Right now, Turtle is not being contested. Actually, it is, but it's too late for the side of Team Nova. They disengaging.
So what do you think of the item check?
Link secured his Demon Hunter sword. Clint secured his Endless Battle. We should be seeing some damage coming from that Clint. But another kill for the side of Farsa.
Well play from Kufra. He jumps on a Halos and get that kill. Try to use ulti, kill that tank first, then they can go in. They try to secure that, like kill the tank, then they want to go in. That's what they're being doing right now. So they want a Halos to be gone first, then they can go in as a team fight. So they play a good strategy to aim tank first instead of the Ruby. So,
yeah, definitely. Especially since that Hylos did not secure many items so far, so they know he's not as tanky as he's meant to be. Another jump by the Kufra. I have to say that Kufra jumps are on point today.
Yes.
Another feather airstrike by the Farsa, that damage, and Link comes in and a secured kill.
Yes. So far with the Nova Oceania and Dogos doing really well, and Nova Oceania is holding up so well so far. So just they do some small mistake, but they can easily win this even the late game. If one of the team make one small mistake, each team gonna end up as soon as possible, because they know each team has a good burst damage and each team has a good tanky enough for the late game and also for the early game.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure what happened there. That feather airstrike just melted down the Sylvana.
Yeah. Just stood there for it. He didn't even move, just stood there.
And another kill secured to the side of that Link. I think Team Nova are just losing it right now. They need to let that Shango clear the lane. They need to let the Hylos stop. But another feather airstrike securing that Ruby.
So someone
pause requested. A pause was requested from the side of Team Nova. I think Team Nova is having a technical difficulty right now. One of our organizers will be looking into it. And we're back into game after the technical difficulty has been solved by Team Nova.
Yes, indeed. And who do you think gonna like get this lot? Would they able to secure a lot in this 11 minute, or they're
I
gonna wait for
personally
the
think
second lot, which is
I
12
th-
minutes?
I think Team Doggers should go for the first Lord because they're already almost 10k ahead in gold. There's a high possibility for them to finish using the first Lord. They might not even need the enhanced Lord.
Yes.
Team Nova is really behind right now.
And have you seen the Pasa damage with that good well ulti and with second skill nearly melt the Chang down, and luckily Tang actually has the NGs. Sorry, what's that called? NGs, right?
Yeah, Aegis. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Aegis to save that Chang.
Yeah, definitely. Another feather airstrike. Fight happening near red buff. Kufra gets ulti on two people.
Ooh, that is a good ulti, good combo. What a good
And a
triple.
triple kill for the Sylvana.
Whoa.
This could be the turnaround. Team Nova going for that Lord right now. Link was not able to get out of that fight.
Yes, and that is a good combo from both teams. They all jump in together. They all try to go in. Sylvana jumped and Halos went in as well in that red buff. And everyone start going in, and Cheng with his ulti at the end. It's one of the best fights so far.
Yes, definitely. For the side of Team Nova, they definitely the best fight so far, I would say. They were able to secure 3 kills and secure that Lord. This could be the turnaround that Team Nova is looking for right now, King. I think that if they're able to sing their lanes, they could be able to take back some of the ground that Team Doggers already took.
That's right. With this, their bot lane and top lane, then they still have that 3 tower life. What do you think? They will they able to secure the tower, or they're able to destroy it? What do you guys think?
I think at this point, Sylvana should not be in mid lane. She should be trying to push her lane, let that Lord do his job. Just like the Ruby doing right now. They can't fight, they're still behind in gold. They should try to get that push, gain some ground, and then maybe go for another team fight. But the Kufra jumps in on 2 people, Feather Strike popped up. Sylvana lost her immortality and she goes down for the side of Team Doggers.
Yes, and did you see that Kufra did flicker and ulti? I would say, is it a flicker? And
Oh no, that was a jump. He still have his flicker ready.
Yes.
That was just a jump on the Sylvana and the Hylos.
Yes, indeed. And also, quick the item check again. What do you think of this Dominance Eyes with the Kufra and also Skir's helmet?
It's definitely 2 of the main important. There goes the jump flicker you're talking about, and Borg goes in with the ulti on 2 people. That Kufra jump is really insane right there. Locking 2 people to the wall, being able to secure 2 kills, clean, going for the mid tower. Another jump by the Kufra. No, he backs up.
And that is a good combo, but you would say like combo, like they have long range from the Doggo squad, they have long range, short range, also knockout from the Kufra. And pretty much we've seen this Kufra a pretty good jump. He's on the spot, on the point.
Yes, definitely. He's looking at 3, 2, and 15.
Yes.
So that's almost 80-85% team fight participation. You can't get better than that on a tank in this high rank games.
Yes, you are correct on that. But
So-
I think like right now, like what do you think, Rabbit? Like what are they doing mistake? What do they like doing good so far? Like with each team, what do you think so far, Rabbit?
Well, looking at the war axe they both all have, I'm pretty glad they got it. It's pretty much the equivalent of a. Actually, it's even better than a Blade of Despair when you get the stacks to 8. But the interesting I'm looking at here that is this Tang Er's Shadow Twin Blades. I was pretty surprised to see it. I can see why she get it, but it would be better to get more of that long range magic damage. So it's a
Yeah.
bit interesting from Nova Oceania.
And
I have to agree with Rabbit on that. Also, it's a bit questionable of why she has that necklace. Team Nova does not seem to have that much healing coming from their side. Maybe that's a different build that Shango trying to secure there. But I agree with Rabbit. She should have gone for more long range magic damage, such as like
reckon-
Holy Crystal.
Yes, Holy Crystal, Genius when she got it, but Holy Crystal or Lightning Trench either, get that burst damage from the far range as well. You get me?
Yeah,
So instead of Twin Blade, she could get I'll say Holy Crystal or Lightning Trench. Back that.
definitely.
So
We
let's
see that Kufra going from the back line, feather airstrike popped on that Hylos gets melted. He had no chance in living over there, even after popping his ult. Team Doggos trying to go for that Lord. I think this Lord should be uncontested for them. It would be a bad idea for the side of Team Nova to contest it since they don't have front line.
What do you think of this Kufra and this Pasa so far? With the Kufra and Pasa went in like that? Because once Kufra jump and ulti, Pasa is ready. Wherever Kufra go, Pasa is there.
I think this reflects how much communication that mid lane of Team Doggos have right now. Every time the Kufra jumps, the Farsa is popping that feather airstrike and securing the kill. I think that's some really good communication happening over there. Lord merging into mid lane, taking down the inhibitor tower of side of Team Nova. Another jump, another feather airstrike.
Did you see
And-
that flicker jump?
Exactly.
So Kufra, that was a good flicker jump right there with the ulti on it, and Pasa was ready for it.
Another kill secured for the side of Clean. 2 kills secured, triple kill secured for the side of Clean, and is game.
And Wolf play from the both team. They did well early game and late game as well. They're holding up so good so far. And talking about the game range, they both improved from the last first day one. They both improved so far, and it's pretty good actually. And I love to see this game more and more often. This was an interesting game.
Definitely, King. Let's go ahead and move into our after game analysis. Tiki, what do you have to say about that game in general?
Well, I can say that one team is more of a objective based, and the other is like they're focusing on kills a bit too much when they chase.
Yes, definitely. I have to agree with you. Team Dogos went for the objectives, went for the communication between that mage and tank. We have seen that Kufra securing that CC on every hero from the side of Team Nova, and that feather airstrike coming from the far side and finishing that kill. Such a next level communication. But talking about laning, I've seen that Ruby going against that Borg. She was able to do really okay. She was able to rotate and help. But I think Borg in general counters Ruby, so she wasn't able to really push her lane until that first lord was secured by them. What do you think of Sylvana versing that Clint on the bot side, Tiki?
Sylvana seems to be winning against Clear in the early game that I've seen. Like she's been fighting out and then leaving Clint to recall, which made him lose gold.
Yeah, definitely. That Sylvana was able to push that Clint to the limit and always make him recall until Clint's team Doggers was able to help him out. As for mistakes, I really think it was more of a team mistake than individual mistakes from the side of Team Nova. I think they lacked that communication. They lacked the ability to rotate faster than Team Doggers. That's what cost them the game.
Yeah.
As for items, what do you think of the builds, Tiki?
For Team Doggers, item build's pretty solid. But then for Nova, the Chang'e, I don't understand why she's building necklace.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you. That Chango build is the first time I see it.
Yeah.
I've been playing this game for a couple of seasons right now. I've played Chango for a while. I don't think that's the correct build for it, but maybe they have new strategy to try. Anyways, well done by both teams. Congratulations to Team Doggos, and good luck in the future for Team Nova. Thank you, everyone. And that's the end of After Game Analysis. Welcome back, everyone. We're off to game 3 between Team Alive on the left-hand side in the blue color and Team Space Cadets on the right-hand side in the red color. Both team has shown really good potential in previous days. They both are in the lower bracket. They're fighting to go back into the upper bracket. I'm hoping to see a very interesting game, very close game. But before we start the game, I hope everyone watching right now hit that subscribe button and like and support our community to grow into bigger tournaments in the future. All right, off to game number 3.
Your team is banning.
And first ban coming from the side of Team Alive. I'm expecting Team Alive has did their they've did their homework. They looked at what Team Space Cadets used in day number 2. We've seen Team Space Cadets use that Eve,
Your
use that
team is
Paquito,
banning.
but no, Team Alive goes for that Ruby first ban. They don't want that CC coming from the side of Team Space Cadets, and also they don't want that Lewis player number 3 from the side of Space Cadets looking that Ruby. He's known to be one of the best Ruby players in our server.
Personally, I'm expecting them to ban
Your
Kagura
team is
because
banning.
Team Alive has the number 26, well, the X number 26 Kagura in the whole world, and that Kagura, well, he's pretty much a legend on our server. He was our very own Chiacaster from last match, Marinette.
Yes, the Tiki player, which is Kagura player. He's one of the best. His damage is insanely out of nowhere. You say this, his damage like a different level with other Kagura players. I would say in this server.
If they
That's
don't ban it, they're gonna
definitely
suck.
Your
interesting.
team is banning.
That's interesting because Team Sicily from day number 2 actually banned his Kagura. Maybe Team Space Cadets did not look into that, but there comes the Eve ban from the side of Team Alive, and that's what I'm saying. They know what to ban. They studied their enemy. They checked day number 2. They saw that Team Space Cadets was able to pull that Eve into the game, which made such a huge damage to the enemy team. And now we're up to ban number 2 from the side of Space Cadets. They already banned that Haya. There comes the
Your
Paquito ban.
team is banning.
I think this Paquito ban is more of a meta ban. What do you think, Rabbit?
Well, Speed normally plays Paquito, but he didn't perform so well on this Paquito last time, so maybe they just want to take this out of the rotation so they can have a few more options. Like, Speed is usually a cool player, but they have Divine Dagger here. Well, King, you also know both of these teams. We have players from both teams that were in
Your
our very
team
own
is
squad.
banning.
Like, what are you
Yes.
expecting from them?
I'm expecting really good gameplay from both teams. They're gonna show us some really entertainment skill, showing about the draft pick and banning. They did their homework with the ban, because Speed can play actually Paquito really well with his dash and first kill. And they're scared of Paquito knockout, and they unfortunately, you think so? Like with that draft, they're gonna pick soon. Do you think they can win either both team, or which team you gonna
Your
like?
team is
Which team gonna
picking.
win this game? So which team you guys support the most? Like any?
In terms of rule
Your
experience,
team is
I'd have to go with the leader of Team Alive and Tiki. But Muffin and Divine, they've been
Your
proving
team
themselves
is
in
picking.
recent months, recent seasons to be fair, and they're quite formidable in terms of meta.
And the pick they picked, which is how the pick of Yu Shanshin, first pick from Space Cadet. Also known
think
as Space Kebab.
I think this picking is a really important pick for them. There comes the Kagura. This is the Kagura that we were talking about. If I'm not mistaken, number 26 in the whole world Kagura. This should be really interesting game to watch. That Isanshin pick I have to talk about because Cindy is known to be very good Isanshin player. I'm not sure why Team Alive did not look into that. I'm 100% sure we're gonna see some really good Isanshin skills. Also, that Matilda pick from the side
Your
of
team
Team
is
Space
picking.
Cadets. Matilda can possess that early damage into mid lane and being able to peel out and also engage onto the enemy.
But talking about the Eve ban, I didn't see that coming. That Maphis can play Eve really well, and they did the homework with the ban Eve, because Eve can
Your team
give
is
delay to
banning.
enemy team fight.
Your team
Definitely.
is
Absolutely.
I'm
banning.
not sure what happened there. A very quick ban on the Farsa. I think this could be a miscommunication or misclick from the side of Team Space Cadets, because Team Alive already secured their mage, so they're kind of limiting their mage pick. Space Cadets are limiting their mage pick right now, and the next ban is going to the side of Team Alive. I think they should start to ban towards that XP lane. Maybe they have,
Where there is luck,
but no, they
Your team
banned
is
that
banning.
Loyi. What do you think of that Loyi ban, Rabbit?
They want to limit the mage pool even more.
Yeah.
Muffin actually has a gourd. It used to be a gourd supreme. She's using all these
Your team is
better
banning.
mages recently, but I mean better because I'm a little biased on the mage pool. But Muffin is actually a very formidable gourd player. So if she uses a gourd player here, it might actually be able to do it. But I mean, there's a Kagura as well, so I don't really know. It could be because we've on the team Space Cadets they have the Mountain Shaker for map control. For Initiator, they have the Circling Eagle with the Soul Bloom from the Mathilda, and the Way of the Dragon from Speed on his child. There's just so much CC. It would really be nice to see some long range, continuous that can be sustained magic damage or physical damage.
Your
You know,
team
we
is
aren't really
picking.
seeing it right now.
And the Lapu ban comes from the side of Team Alive. Like I said, they're trying to limit that XP lane picks, but I'm not sure about that Loyi ban. I think I'm gonna see an Odette pick here from the side of Space Cadets. I wouldn't be surprised to see an Odette with a Purify from the side of Space Cadets. They're going for, so far they don't have that team fight potential. Odette would provide that, especially after the buff that she's received recently. But they're definitely missing that mage pick. I'm not sure what Muffy should be able to pick up here.
Well, like he's thinking really wise. The Vine Dagger with
Your
the Gushin.
team is picking.
Well, that is
Yes.
a classic Gushin, and we'll
Yes.
see Gushin gameplay. And Kaja gonna pick right now. Oh well, Kaja can counter the enemy Gushin and also can hook that Yushan Shin or either Matilda in team fight all the time to counter
Yes, definitely, King. That Gushin on the Vine Dagger is really, really strong. He is one of the best Gushin players. He used to be a Supreme Gushin player. I'm sure he's gonna pull some really good plays over here, but by looking right now at Team Alive's composition, if they go for that Fanny, they'll be lacking that late game. But no, they
Your
locked
team
down
is
that
picking.
Nathan.
Nathan pick as
I
said.
think this is a bad pick for them because their whole composition is all magic.
Yes.
I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe Granger would have been better for them. So many magic, physical attack heroes based were open for them,
I
but they
think-
still want for the Nathan.
Yeah, sorry to cut you there. I think Nathan has been changed based off the skill now. I think the best damage doesn't work on Nathan. Only physical damage work, I would say. So
Yeah, it does work, but it's all converted into magic. So it's counted as damage, but it's converted into magic. So there goes the Veil pick from the side of Space Cadets. I'm really worried for the side of Alive since they all have magic damage, but magic damage is also good into early game, so they might be looking into ending that game really early instead of taking it into late game. So game number 3 is about to start. Please, everyone, write in the live chat on YouTube, Mobile Legends Australia, which team you think is gonna win? Is it Team Alive on the left-hand side or Team Space Cadets on the right-hand side?
yes.
Oh, yep. No worries. Thank you. I will check it now.
And also, guys, don't forget to share and likes and subscribe. Thank you. And you can take it away, Mr. Rabbit.
An early pause coming from the side of Space Cadet. This could be a technical difficulty our organizers are looking into it will be back soon.
I'll have a listen to see what they're doing.
Hello, guys. Let
All troops deployed.
Okay,
Alright,
and game
and we're
3 from day 3 is back after the technical difficulty from Team Space Cadets has been solved. Both teams starting the classic normal start, junglers on their buffs, but we see that Akai trying to apply the pressure on the Yi San Shin early game also happening for that Matilda going in onto that Natan, but we all know that Matilda can apply more pressure than Akai. That Natan been taken down to almost
Lul
he's dead. He's almost dead, and he's dead.
Blue team
first
hero has
blood
been
from
slain.
Matilda right there. It was a good play. Well played to delay the jungler.
Yeah, first blood actually went to the Nathan, so he did actually manage to just get in that extra gold before going down, so that's always a plus.
Indeed, indeed. What do you have to say, Zidane?
I think that was very well played by that Matilda from Space Cadets. Securing the first kill on Team Alive's core is very important. We can see her going to his red buff again, applying the same pressure, not letting him farm. He's only level 2, where that Yi San Shin already securing that level 4.
That's
I'm
it.
not sure what happened there, Majin. Can you lead us through what's going on?
I'm not too sure actually, to be honest. I was just focused on the Mathilda. I'm watching the Mathilda invade right now, but she doesn't have that necessary CC to reset a buff or disrupt it too hard, so I'm wondering why.
Blue team hero has been
They're able to
slain.
come through. YSS.
YSS is able to secure another kill on that
Oh.
Akai, but he might fall down to the hand of Natan, and he does fall
Yeah.
down to the hands of Natan. Natan securing
Oh.
that kill, trying to get
Will he
another
able
kill,
to get another?
but no, that
good flicker.
Matilda escapes just in time.
Blue team hero has been
And
slain.
a second and ulti with Murphy's right there with the Veil, and Veil's underestimate. You cannot underestimate Veil so far. Veil is one of the good hero for the mage as well, for the knockout and his ulti, and he has pretty much as good as damage. Even
Yes,
though
definitely.
the best
Definitely,
damage,
his ult has such a huge burst damage.
That's
Turtle
it.
fight
And unlike
coming up,
Eudora,
imagine.
Veil's ult doesn't have a primary target. Everyone in that ulti is going to get capped at the same damage, which makes him such a fearsome mage in team fights.
Indeed.
Definitely, imagine, definitely. Turtle fight starting up. Team Space Cadets have the upper hand positioning on it. Seems like Team Alive are disengaging from that fight, trying to give their core the space to farm more, maybe context next turtle. But no, that kick failed by the Cho, and Matilda engages on the Ikai.
And
To be honest, I don't mind that kick. I think that was a disengaged kick. I don't think he was too worried about dealing any damage there. But nonetheless, unfortunately, Red losing a player. YSS getting a bit of that gold turret.
Yeah, definitely. I think that kick was immune by that Ikai. Somehow he was able to immune it because I saw Cho
Petrify.
flicker.
Petrify.
But actually, that Akai was able to use that Petrify just in time to immune that kick by Cho. Very important spell used there by the Cho. The flicker was wasted.
Indeed.
Imagine.
Yeah. We're seeing a possible clash here from Mathilda, but no. She's waiting for that YSS.
And do you think like Kagura and after who? Sorry, Veil can verse each other, or who will win? Do you think in team fight, Veil or Kagura? Because they both are good mage players, and they both have instantly burst damage. So who do you think gonna team fight the most?
I feel like doing as much for the team in the team fight, Veil will put in a little bit more work, but I do feel like the Kagura will be more likely to be alive at the end of the team fight and able to keep poking. Veil is kind of in and out. You throw your big one-hit combo and you see what you do with it, whereas Kag is great. She can poke, she can stay around, she can get out of that fight if it gets a bit too hairy. So I think they both have their plus sides.
Indeed. So what do you have to say, Dizadan?
I think that both teams are doing so well so far. Gold lead is not that big. Another engagement that Esme and Yisan Shin secures that kill, if I'm not mistaken. They're going for that turtle. Space Cadets are playing very objectively. That Matilda applying the pressure on the Ikai, and he almost falls down. That
Very well
Quag
done.
goes in, and Cho secures the kill on the Nitan, and also Yisan Shin secures the kill on the Ikai. I think Team Alive has to pull themselves together, get more communication, try to zone that Matilda from getting onto their core, give the Nitan the space he needs to farm. But mid lane tower, meantime, goes to the side of Space Cadets.
Yeah, I do agree. I feel like the Team Alive might have to pull themselves together as a bit more of a group, as I'm noticing that YSS, the only time he's ever alone is when he's taking his red or his blue. There's almost no time to catch him by himself, and every time he catches someone, he's got two people with him and he's ready to go.
Yeah, indeed, Majin. I think right now, what Team Alive needs to do is just stay in their towers, try to get the maximum farm they can get, try to give that farm to Natan and scale into late game. But as we said before, Team Alive has only magic damage, if you realize that, Majin. They don't have any physical dealing damage hero.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Thankfully, one of the magic dealers is a marksman, so they do have a scale for late game, but yes, it is going to be very easy for the enemy team to build into that defense.
Indeed. And also, like, Matilda tried to get the Akai ulti on him all the time when I see it in the game. So I think, like, she tried to get Akai first in the team fight, because they don't want Akai in team fight, so to aim them really well. Akai can just use corner them and use ulti, and they try to get Akai first as soon as possible before joining in team fight. Like right now, Yushan Shin with a kill on Akai, and a good kill, and also Kagura died from
the Gushin. Gushin was able to secure that Kagura kill, even though Kagura used her second skill trying to escape. But no, that Gushin is outplaying her. He was able to secure that kill on her. Now, the top lane tower falls for the hands of Space Cadets. We can see that pressure being applied. Space Cadets playing objectively, going for that turtle right now. Bot lane seems to be... Oh, another kill on that Esme by
Red
the
team has
Gushin.
slain the
And that
turtle.
Goshen, as we say, that Goshen is pretty good Goshens and one of the top Australian Goshen we ever met. And he's pretty fast with his fingers and also is pretty good with his ulti and second skill. And you see now that they're playing so aggressive with Matilda because Matilda is there to tanky to Yu Shangxi to
Blue
just to
team
go
turret
in on
has
it.
been destroyed.
So what do you
Yeah,
think?
that's it.
Exactly. Looking at this 5.5 gold lead, I really want to see an item check on both teams. I can already see that Yisanshin secured two main important core items, that War Axe, that BOD. He's gonna deal so much damage. I think Team Alive needs to find a way to stop him from dealing that damage. Where Netan only secured one item, that Hunter Strike is a very important power strike for him, but I'm not sure if that's enough since that Matilda is only built. Actually, not. She already had that Dominance Ice to limit their healing and Gushin securing another kill on that Esme. We all know how Gushin performs really well versus Esme since he has that burst damage in her. Imagine.
Blue team turret has
Yeah, I'm
been
just seeing
destroyed.
red side now. They're focusing even more objectives than they were when the turtle was up. You see them pressuring top and then moving as a group all the way to bot lane, and now they've pressured those towers. We see Mathilda zoning super well. You know, she knows that if no one can stop them, then they've just got the push that they need to
Blue
push
team
it all the
turret
way
has
into the
been
base.
destroyed.
And if they can do that before the Lord comes, then they'll be set.
Yes, indeed. King, what do you have to say? Engage
Red team's
on the
hero has
Matilda
been
by
slain.
that
Yeah,
Kaja.
very
Beautiful,
unfortunate.
beautiful ult.
Great ulti.
King?
Yes. So far when I'm seeing this, like Matilda is playing aggressive, really aggressive, so they can dominate the Kagura or either Akai in team fight. Because they don't want that burst damage and tanky to counter that Gushin and like for Chow as well. And
Yeah, that's it.
and look, Chow's aiming Kaja to not to get countered by Gushin as well.
Red team's hero
Kaja
has
can
Oh, and there goes the
been
Cho.
yes.
But
Red
they
side looking
won't
for Lord.
exactly. They won't let that show die for nothing. They're going for that Lord.
Red team has
It's
slain the
only
Lord.
10 minutes Lord. It's not an enhanced Lord, but I think Team Space Cadets with an almost 9k gold lead, they're gonna do something with that Lord. That Lord fight is very important for them. I personally think they should be looking to end the game now since they have a huge gold lead. Maybe especially that Team Alive does not have that clear power, but a team fight happening mid lane, Team Space
I do
Cadets
have to say, I do feel Nathan definitely does have that wave clear. It'll be tough for them. If they're able to clear all lanes and keep them up evenly, they'll have a hard time defending this. But it seems like they're just sticking to pushing that only mid. Shows the only one focusing an outer lane. And if they have just one lane to defend, I feel like Nathan's going to clear that lane nice and easy. Like, I've almost
Yes.
don't even notice the push right now. They've cleared everything. Red
Exactly.
side's got no more lanes to come and accept that Lord, so it's easy for blue side to just focus down the Lord like it doesn't even matter.
Exactly, they just defended that Lord push, no inhibitor towers lost for the side of Team Alive, which is really good for them at this point because Natan, by looking at the items, already secured his second item and looking towards securing his BOD. I think Natan Power Strike is starting to come on right now.
If the
That's it.
was a DOB mean they mean deadly so the
BOD is Blade of
Blade of Despair, yep.
Blade of Despair, yes.
yes. And also
Yeah, we need to see a bit more aggression.
So guys, do you think this Team Alive can come back?
I definitely
100%.
think they can come back. Yes, I have to agree with Margin. They definitely have will be able to come back, but we need to see some good sets by that Akai. I haven't seen a major set happening, but if that Akai is able to lock down two heroes to the wall and the team is able to follow up, we could definitely see comeback, especially if they try to time it before Lord spawns, which is gonna be happening in another 115 seconds. Margin?
Fucking damn. Yeah. No, that's it. I don't think you've gone wrong there at all. Although I do feel like the longer this goes on, yeah, the more chance that Team Alive has of winning that that late game, because he's just one of the hardest spiking heroes there is when it comes to late game, and it's just so quick. If Red Side doesn't keep up this aggression and keep them down, they're gonna have a hard time stopping them later.
Yes, because Space Cadet, Team Alive with the Nathan pick is like late game. It's really hard to kill that late game because like Nathan can knock out easily, and he's really good with the speed, which is attack speed. Attack speed is one of the best on Nathan right now. Plus his build, if you get full build deck, he can melt or one shot either enemy team, which is Space Cadet. If Space Cadet doesn't end in between, I would say 15 or 16 minutes, that mean they will have 50-50 chance to win the game.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%. I've seen some bigger comebacks than something like this. You know, the red side hasn't lost a turret just yet, but all it can take is, one their turn. If they take that Lord, or if they win a successful team fight, it'll become an even game all of a sudden. And with Nathan there, it's just going to be rough. They only have a Veil. I don't think Gushin late game is going to be enough to stop Nathan if he gets to that point. And Nathan and just MMs in general, once it hits the 12-minute mark, if you let it go on too long, you're going to have a hard time.
Yes, indeed, Margin. We see that Natan
Blade of
securing
Despair,
his
there
Blade
it
of
is.
Despair just now. So that's a very important item for him. That's a huge power spike. In addition to the Hunter Strike and Demon Hunter Sword. We're looking at percentage damage coming from that Demon Hunter Sword. So it does not matter how tanky you are, his attack speed is very high. He's gonna take you down really, really quick. Lord has spawned just now. Team Space Cadets centered around that Lord. I'm not sure if Team Alive is even trying to contest it. Maybe they're going for the full defense margin, just like you said. All they need is win one team fight, and they can turn the whole game around.
That's it. As long as they stay on the defense and they don't make any big risks, I feel like they know that they've got that fallback plan of just a late game Nathan. And you could try and take that Lord, but you have a 50-50 chance of losing it and going down. And if you do, then that's the end of the game. And I think they know that, so they're not risking it. They're taking the safer path, and they're just going to wait on that Nathan.
That card has just secured an ulti, successful ulti on that Cho. I think this is a very important kill for them because Lord is coming down through top lane. They don't have a Cho to kick, and another kill on the Gushin. That's the power
That's
of
it.
Natan that
Cho
we're
is
talking
literally
about.
half of that team's CC. They've just got the Veil and the Cho, and that's all they've got when it comes to CC. So halving their amount of CC output is actually very strong. They might be able to actually put out some damage in a team fight now before they go down.
So, we can safely say that Lord has been wasted so far, Margin, no?
Yeah, that's it. They're able to control it. The lanes are coming in one at a time. I can just see Nathan defending top, then defending bot, and then going to mid. If they were able to keep the pressure on all three lanes, there we go. We see a Kai trying to make something happen.
That Veil was able to secure that Natan kill. Very beautiful first kill coming from that Veil. He secured the main damage dealer on Team Alive and another main damage dealer, that cat going down for the Yisan Shin. Maybe Team Alive are looking to end it now since Cho and Gushin are back.
Do you think they can just end it, or Team Alive able to defend? Because if they aim that Veil first, they can could have defense. But
I think they're going to end it now. They're looking
that's
back
it. They've lost their Nathan.
Yes, they lost. Team Alive lost.
That's it. Unfortunately, they don't have the wave clear, and that's a good game. Well played from both sides.
And what do you think so far, like in analyze? So analyze, go on.
So after game analysis, Tiki, you can start, please.
Nice.
Tiki, Buck Boy, hey! Tiki, no?
Oh, Tiki
not
just
Tiki,
played.
My main Snow
Alright,
Rabbit, how we
so
doing?
Matilda-
Let's.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. So the Matilda early game, she was clearly abusing her Soul Bloom. She delayed their farm from the Natan. The Magic, there was just too much damage in the beginning. They really lost out on their draft picks, which was a big boo-boo for them. But looking at the first turtle, it went to Space Cadets. The second turtle went to Space Cadets again, which pretty much secured their early game. And because they had that Soul Bloom and Ancestral Guidance passive from the Matilda, it really did help them out to secure these early game objectives and make that Natan weak so he couldn't really join those team fights. The Kagura
100%.
against the Mage, there's 2 magic damage. The Veil had more AoE, but the Kagura had more experience, and it really did show that because Kagura performed pretty well in this match. Frost Moon Casket, well, there wasn't really much opportunity to use that passive on the Esme, but yeah, so that was pretty unfortunate. So maybe they shouldn't have picked the Esme unless they had something like Yuzong as well and Estes to back that up. I, I mean, personally, in the beginning, the dominance ice from the Mathilda was a bit strange. So, Zidane, what do you think of the dominance ice that was built on the dominance ice and the immortality built on the Mathilda?
I think what the Matilda was trying to do there, Abby, is secure that life steal reduction and the healing reduction coming from that Esmeralda. Esmeralda is known to be very hard to kill if she builds her items, especially if you don't have that dominance ice of Necklace of Durance. So I think that Matilda went for the safer way of playing, since that magic damage coming from the side of Alive does not hit the power spike until like 5 or 6 minutes. So she went for the dominance ice early to secure that kill on the Esmeralda, and then she went for the immortality to be able to fight more, be able to secure in fights. She wouldn't care if she died for the team. I think that is the two main reasons for going for that. Otherwise, a full magic build would have also worked, since all of Alive team was magic damage.
Jolly good points for the item builds there, Zidane. For 7056, then there was also a little something like we saw the Kagura desperately trying to run away, and then Mathilda just chasing down like a vulture. She went on the circling eagle, and then managed to circle onto the her Kagura in the base turret, and then she actually used her passive or the ancestral guidance to get that basic attack onto the Kagura, which killed it. It was a pretty amazing kill. Like I wasn't expecting it, because she's a tank and she actually had the damage to do it. And then for
Yeah.
Akai, she wasted his Hurricane Dance so many times during this match. You can't really blame him. Like they really had a lot of dash heroes on their team as well, so he was
Yeah, and there
really
was no
struggling.
baits for him.
Yeah, and he just wasted that Hurricane Dance, especially at 9:30. He didn't get anything, and he really didn't need to waste it, but he did. And then at
Interestingly,
10:40,
this is
at
sorry.
10:40, there was a good initiation from him, but unfortunately, the team just didn't have enough items to follow up on it. The
Yeah.
first Lord wasted, second Lord also wasted because Divine was taken out, but they got some turrets in exchange. And at 13 minutes, there was a 10k gold difference, but they managed to end the game of it. I think the big problem here was that the draft pick for Team Alive was just not there today.
I think Team Alive misbalanced their draft by not having any physical damage. This is a huge disadvantage for them. Team Space Cadets could have gone for a full magic defense. Anyways, congratulations both teams. They both did really well, and sorry for Team Alive. Maybe better luck in the future. Imagine anything to say?
I think it's pretty much been well covered so far. But if I had to comment on the tank side of things, I was a bit conflicted how to feel about the dominance ice, because as you noted, Snow, it did come in very early, and I feel like that's something you would do if perhaps the enemy core was a physical person. But I wouldn't necessarily build something that just goes against one person's thing, especially when that Esmeralda is an offlaner. If you're going to be clashing with that person all game, it's great. That's something that you'll need at all times. But if you're dealing with 3 out of 3 magic people in mid lane, I feel like you really do need just that early bit of health and magic defense, just so you can tank that bit more for your team. And I feel like their early game could have gone a lot better if they had have maybe just focused a
Like,
little more.
for the
Sorry.
midfielder, I could see there was like nearly 3 physical defense items when there wasn't even a physical DPS
Yeah,
on
I was
Team
conflicted
Alive.
because dominance I understand and immortality I understand, but for me it would be one or the other. Maybe dominance early to try and get that ball rolling, and then later switch it to immortality, or vice versa if you find that the healing's getting worse as it goes on. But yeah, just those 2 item slots wasted on a physical defense item when there was no damage dealers with any physical output. I think it really did come down to that.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much, Margin and Rabbit, for that beautiful analysis. This is the end of After Game Analysis. Thank you, everyone. Stay tuned. Game 4 is coming up soon. Thank you. And welcome back everyone to day
Your
3
team
of
is banning.
Australia Season 1 tournament. On game 4, this is the last game of today, and it's between Team Bad Intentions on the left-hand side in the blue color and Team Y on the right-hand side in the red color. Both teams showed a really good potential on day number 2, but however, they lost and went
Your
to
team is banning.
lower bracket. Now, we see the first ban coming from the side of Team Bad Intentions. They're banning that Yisanshin as first ban.
Your team is banning.
I think
Yeah,
this
it's
is
respect ban for sure.
this definitely a respect ban. We don't see that Yisanshin ban as much. But by looking at day 2, I haven't seen Team Y picking that Yisanshin, even though it was open. So maybe they looked into previous games from Team Y and they figured this is the ban to go for. However, Team Y goes for the Fovius ban. Anything you think this Fovius is a respect or meta ban, Majin?
I'm not too sure. I don't know of anyone on their team. I mean, everyone
Your
plays a bit of
team
Phobius,
is
but I don't
banning.
know of any Phobius mains on that team. So it could be a bit of both. It's a safe ban either way, so I think it's well done. But they have also just gone for the Esmeralda ban, so that's definitely one thing on the list that you definitely want to knock off
Your
in
team
a match
is
like
banning.
this.
And also, I forgot to say, Kanin is a good Kaja. I don't know why they banned Kaja. So, is that
Yeah,
respect?
maybe they know of someone that's
No, their
it's
own
just
team
as
banned
good.
Kaja. Is it a maze ban or
I
is that?
think this is a ban where they don't want a single target
Your
hero
team
that
is
can lock
banning.
down their core. I think this is the way they're coming from. We see
Yeah,
that Matilda
they know
banned.
who has the first pick, so they just don't want to risk that Tarja.
Exactly. We see that Matilda ban coming from the side of Bad Intentions. I personally think this is definitely a very good pan, but their first pick, they might not play that Matilda. They don't want her on the table for Team Y to take it. So we've seen how much Matilda applied pressure in the last game between Space Cadets and Team Alive. So
Is it the Paquito?
Your
Oh,
team is picking.
Paquito
no.
open.
Yes, are we gonna see a first pick Paquito here?
I have known.
Your team
Oh,
But
we're going for a
no.
Yuzong. Interesting.
I think this Yuzong pick is more of like going for a team fight type of composition right here. But they opened that Paquito on Export. They both performed
Yeah.
really well versus that Yuzong.
Yeah, 100%. I
Your
think
team
they
is
may have just
picking.
also been taking Yuzong because they know that Yuzong's a strong laner, and I'm also sure I've seen Karnine play it. So maybe it's half, I'm good at this, but I also want to take them from taking this as well. They might have expected it from the enemy team, so that's why they've just decided to take it over the meta heroes.
Yes, definitely, Majin.
I'd rather deal with an unfamiliar Paquito than a well comfortable Yuzong. I know that.
And yeah, that's what I think they went for. And there comes the Loi that Cool Cousin is really good on. I think we're gonna see some really good Loi damage coming from Cool Kazi from the side of Bad Intentions. But Jin also locks that Kufra, which is one of the huge counters for Paquito dashes right there, imagine.
Sorry to cut you there. And also, like, this is the best like pick so far with the 3 picks so far: Yuzong, Lui, and Kufra. That 3 can handle things in team fight really well.
Yeah, this is a team so far that no matter what the enemy is, this lineup can hold their own against most people. Kufra, no matter what the enemy picks, Kufra will always be a solid pick, and I can say the same thing for Yuzong and for Lu Yi. I don't think there's any flaws for them as just being a good all round.
And about Link pick, was that a right choice or bad choice? Because Link could get countered by Kufra or Lu Yi when in team fight.
Yeah, he must be very comfortable to pick that.
Yes, and mostly with the Yuzong. Yuzong can like take down Link so bad. I think so Y Ganon like did the homework, which is risky,
Your
can play
team
really
is
well with
banning.
Link, but they thought they're gonna pick Link. So he picked a counter pick for the Y Ganon did counter pick, which is Link. So
Your team
easily
is
you will
banning.
say in the draft pick right now, it's pretty OP. And with the ban Gushin ban, so what do you think of the Gushin ban from the Y Naman Ganon?
That's an interesting one.
I think this is a respect ban towards Risky. Risky is not to be a really good Gushin player, but I'm not sure if it's worth it since they already secured two very strong side laners and Link that can easily escape from Goshen using his ult. It's definitely a respect ban.
Your
I don't
team
see
is
it in any other
banning.
way, Majin.
Yeah, I agree. There's almost no reason to ban Aggushin these days, unless you know that the enemy's very proficient with him. As you said, he's a good hero and all that, but when it comes to the meta, they do have Paquito and they do have X-Borg, so Gus is definitely going to have a hard time visiting those off lanes and trying to get a kill early. And Gus is just one of those heroes where if you don't get in there early, you're not going to get in there for a while.
Yes, exactly. Indeed, that's true. The last ban from the side of Team Y is that Nathan. I'm definitely sure that that ban is respect ban towards we. He plays a really good Nathan. They don't want to see that. But last ban coming from the side of bad intentions is that if they don't want that range and that zoning coming from the side of Team Y since they already haven't picked their mage yet.
Yeah, and if I'm being honest, I got to say, for team fights, Eve and Lu Yi pretty much hold the monopoly on being some of the best team fight mages there are. And they've locked down one and they've banned the other one before the enemy could pick their mage. So they've done a good job at securing, the right people to get the team fights done.
But
That dragon's fast to
Let's
rotate,
go
great for
on,
team
relax.
fights.
Your
Kufa is
team is
amazing for team
picking.
fights. Both teams are kind of built towards team fights now, except that Ling. We see Akai again though.
yeah, as Akai, is that gonna be a good Akai, which is ulti on the wall all the time, or able to help the team? Do you guys think so? So I haven't seen Escobar play Akai before, so I don't know about the team match, but I just know some people from Y Namanganon, so which is Kanin, has a very good Kaja, I would say, in Aussie server. And also from Risky, I haven't seen him play Yuzong before, so this is my first time we'll be seeing him playing Yuzong, and he will show some like contents to our YouTube channel, or we will see some good content on this draft pick by base of draft pick, and which is why Namangana has a good base of
Your
draft pick,
team
which is
is
meta
picking.
hero right now with a fighter offlane called Paquito and Xbox on it, and also like three good, really good draft pick right now. I will say like a really good draft pick based off the pick, which is bad attention, is win the draft pick from this.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like they've definitely won the. They have the late game marksman, and unfortunately, the right side, though they do have great late game and early game, they are lacking in that late game ranged hero who can just output damage from the back line. So they're going to have a hard time in team fights equally taking that CC, because if they're all at the same level and there's no one behind them, everyone's just going to get hit by that CC. The Kufra, the Lu Yi, they've got to all be together if they want to deal that damage.
Indeed, Majin. Definitely. I also have to agree with you. I like Bad Intentions draft more. They have that front to back lineup. That Kufra, that Loi CC is gonna be really hard for Team Y to escape from. I'm just hoping that Kai is able to lock that Loi to the wall, but we'll see that throughout the game. Rabbit.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches
Majin.
the
Majin.
battlefield. Smash them.
Yes, so what do you guys think about this like picks prediction? So who's gonna win? So what do you think so far, Rabbit? So what do you think so far from this pick? All right,
Rabbit.
continue on, Zidane.
Yeah, I think Rabbit is not here. I think personally that Bad Intentions have a definitely better team fight, but we can't ignore the potential dive that Ling has on that Loi. If that Ling is able to dive on that Loi in every team fight and take her out before the team fight starts, I think Team Bad Intentions is gonna like that damage. But that Loi damage coming up early in game, that Veil almost
that.
going
Oh, the
down.
flame shot from the Lu Yi just kills kill on it. Oh, Roger goes to the book one, but there's nothing for him to secure, unfortunately. So they just go for the little wanderer and get that little bit of gold. And look at that, that was a fierce guy from Yuzong. And oh, look, the first touch passing he's doing. One is insecure, the kill on the Akai. Oh, damn. Should have not had so many hamburgers from Macca's, mate. Like, he got killed because of that. Okay, Louis secured another kill on that. Oh, damn, that was another kill on him, too. Okay, the ball, oh, the bouncy ball on the Xbox, the figure armor going down. Oh, he managed to escape with his Tyrant's Revenge. This one. But figure armor on the Xbox is ever so light. He should have recalled for that with no bigger armor, but on the bottom lane, we had Bane and Peter Man just thrashing it out, and Roger goes into human form with his opening attack. He tried to lower the HP so they can go to Wolf on head, and he goes in.
Could you come close to your mic? A bit.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes, please. Thank you. Yes. And also about the turtle fight, who's gonna get turtle? What do you guys think?
I think this turtle is kind
On
of.
the top lane, the Curse Touch passive doesn't get anything. Look at that, the HP. Oh, that was so low, but unfortunately, Xbox just managed to escape with just a sliver of HP. Now we're looking at a little bit more action on the blue buff on the lane. Oh, that Liu Yi starting to use his first skill of dispersion. Oh, but he can't use the rotation. No, he can't do anything just yet. And the blue buff, it goes to the side of the lane. Ling has it in his pocket. And now we have the bouncing ball with the Cooper, but no, there's no team fight happening just yet. But Paquito escapes back under his outer ring turrets, and nothing is happening just yet. Will they start setting up for their next turtle? We can only wait and see. So what do you reckon? Who's gonna get the next turtle in 80 seconds for it?
I don't know. I like the way Blue operated then. You know, they dispersed properly. They were able to manage the turtle and the enemy's blue buff, so that way they could secure one or the other. You know, they had to force Ling to go for that or that, and they ended up securing the turtle, which is great because it benefits the entire team. To see Borg go down.
Form pops off and he starts to escape. And look at that. He got a bit of HP for it, but there. Oh yeah, he went back into human form. Finch poised for using the passive, the cloud walker. Oh no. He gets done. Oh, he doesn't get punished. He escapes. Oh, the dispersion from the Liu Yi. Doing wonders for him. Now that Kaya's recalling it, there's nothing more. That risky on the Yu Zong. That was a splendid play.
Great awareness.
It was something quite special like that.
Yeah, we can see blue side gathering on the top end of the map, making sure that they're ready for that turtle before the red team.
The last thing Saturday pops up. Is he going to get the Kufa? Is he going to get the Kufa? And he secures the kill on the Kufa! He does it! Big boy, you're doing it! At least you're not eating a lot of macas. You can dash pretty fast there, Xbox. That was amazing. And Ling with his second skill, he's going around. Is there another team fight happening?
One passive mark short of getting a kill on the Xborg there. Well done by Yuzong though.
That was excellent.
Turtle is up.
The ecological sense of this map is just doing wonders. The chronological order is just going for them, isn't it? Like, it's changed my entire worldview of how this map game is supposed to be playing out. Oh, look at that Ling though, that cheeky little bugger going for the red buff, just doing for the early invade. But no, Roger's going straight for the turtle. He's got his eye on it, and he's just eagle-eyed on it.
Yeah, I love how blue team has been handling these turtle situations. They're able to split the attention of the red side and just make sure that they get one or another, and every time it's resulted in a turtle.
That's exactly it. Oh, the petrified,
dragon.
the black dragon form, he's chasing after his steal! He's going for it! And he gets
killing spree.
Ooh, that guy, damn, he's a greedy bugger, and it paid off for him.
Oh, here we see a Kai. Is he able to get the good stun?
Here we can dance. He used it, he's got nothing more. Oh, look at that. Oh, Ling, he did not use his
failed
skills
just
on
stepping in.
He went in.
Very good set by Kufra.
That was a great
Will
play.
we see it?
Roger, he abused his passive. He used his wolf form's passive and just abused the full moon curse and secured the kill with the Lycan pounce. Are they going to get more turrets though? They're going for pretty
I gotta
early.
say, that was definitely an amazing set from Kufra there. Straight in, able to stun through to the wall.
You'd actually love to see it when it happens, don't you? Oh, look at that, Yuzong, you pretty boy, going up the trigger. Oh my god, he used last insanity, and he hops off the last insanity. Oh, is he gonna get it? Oh, he's not! He didn't get it.
Teleport.
Oh no, look at that. X-Ball punishes the Yuzong. What an outplay. Oh, damn, boy. Oh, you got
and we see Akai able to pin someone to the wall. Akai able to lock someone down, able to get that kill on Cool Cuzzy.
Yep.
See, Ling with the blue. we do see the entire left side with a full item.
In-game
Well,
analyst, could you bring us to the item checks?
Ooh, a
Zanan?
lot of damage now.
Zanan, are you there?
Yes, sorry for that. My mic was not working. Yeah, by looking at the item check, we see that Roger securing first 2 core items, but fight happening right now. Rabbit.
Oh, look at that, the full moon curse
Been
passive, but
slain.
Roger does not secure the kill. Oh, and look at that, he goes, that's blood running.
Red team turret has been
Goes
destroyed.
for you, my big boy.
Come close.
And bang, oh, look at the dog. Cloud Finchal going to bottom lane using his Cloud Walk, just zoning out, opening the map so fast. For those delicate movements just walking around the map. Yeah, but we should be setting up for the next turtle. It will be interesting to see who gets this next. So, any predictions for who will get it? Looking at the gold current lineup.
Was
I
almost.
predict blue side.
Yeah, I think Bad Intentions have the upper hand on that turtle, especially that they took the top tower down. So that Borg would be so out of position, so out of his own ground to contest that turtle. We see that Kufra charging.
When Kuka gets put out, does he get punished with the magic burn? But no, with all it's on going in.
Just able to get the regen.
But no, there's nothing secure. And unfortunately,
See, as I was saying before, we're seeing the same thing again here. We see the blue team able to split them up perfectly, giving them a decision between their blue buff and the turtle. That is all 3 turtles secured now.
The kill on the Kufra. That Dragon form pops off and starts zoning around, but there's nothing for him to get. Figure armor going down, all that. Roger going in with the full moon curse passive, trying to secure the kill on it, but he does not get anything. He's going for the X-Borg. He's going for the X-Borg. Bang, bang, bang. He's gonna get it. He's going close, but Kai's got Quick and Dance. Surely he has it. But he's going after the veil now. He's going after it, and the open fire. Oh, does he secure it? But he does not. Finch was the Cloud Walk on passive going onto it, and Lang just walking above him. Does he use his skills on it though? Does he use his Tempest of Blades? Unfortunately, he does not. Paquito just zoning the sides of it, just clearing his lane. Lu Yi coming against that Kai using his passive of Tai Chi to get more shield, but nothing happens, and he has to back off from the Roger because of that open fire, and Lynch pounce is just too much for him to handle. Back to the in-game analyst, EXP and gold difference.
By looking at the gold difference, we're looking around 3k gold difference towards the side of Bad Intentions. I think that for Team Y to come back, they need to take down that Lo Yi Rabbit. That Lo Yi damage is just insane at this point. None of Team Y is able to handle that Lo Yi's damage. That Akai he has to set a good set on that Lo Yi, lock her to the wall where last insanity from the X-Borg come and finish her. But a kill coming on the Veil.
And ulti from the Lu Yi is coming out. Lu Yi is coming out. Gonna go in and Lu Yi, that damage from burst damage from Lu Yi. And Roger with that first skill tried to get that Akai, but Akai actually
Hurricane danced his way out of there. He danced a little waltz out of there. Ballet, if you like, a panda on tippy toes.
That's walking on sunshine.
That's what Kofu Panda does, eh, Rabbit?
There's a fight on the bottom lane. Oh, look at that. The 12 Furious Tower goes up and lower. The lane was the Tempest of Blades. Oh, but no, the Dragon form just escaping there. Lane was the no blue buff. He has no choice. Absolutely not a single choice to go after that low HP bogey.
And we see the Lord started.
And he's not oh, look at that. Keep in mind just running around there. He hasn't got any slaps on his champ stance. He can't do any knockout strikes. He can't do any heavy left punch. He can't do squat. But now Bane on the side, he's got his ultimate ready. He can do the deadly catch to the CC. Oh, he pops it up. He goes. The immortal. Oh no, the figure armor explode gone and the HP. Oh, the fool. Oh, he gets swallowed. He gets swallowed by that Roger. Wolf wants his dinner.
And it's a good steal, Lord steal from Veil, by the way. Veil did
that Lord deleted.
Oh, bloody oath. That was wonderful.
Yeah, and we see, unfortunately, Yuzong coming out of that team fight and Ling just coming out of that bush. He sat in the entire time and just one-shotted him. Unfortunate for the Yuzong.
It's time to do a Lincoln pounce on the Ling. Ling, one dot. Oh, but boy, no.
It's free real estate.
Was the Lincoln pounce. Oh, damn. He got swallowed so hard there. I'm not even sure if it's legal anymore at this point. Full Moon Curse passive was low HP. I believe it was 30% to 20%. He could go on all fours and just chase after their asses.
Oof. Woof woof.
And item check, quick guys, item check.
Oh, the ball form goes up. Oh, the fire missiles from the X-Borg trying to secure something on that Kufra. The true damage was certainly impressive, but nothing could get that Kufra too down. Especially with these bandages. Oh, Pakita-man, what are you doing? Trying to secure the blue buff of his teammate. Oh, that was a good one. Good job on the Pakito. And now we have the suicide. Oh no, Pakita-man gets taken out and bang. Oh, what are you doing? He actually did. Oh, damn, the dispersion. Oh, and the rotation from the Liu Yi. And now the Dragon Form on the Dragon Form. Oh, going on the bio. Can he secure the curse touch? Oh no, but the full moon curse.
Lovely.
Wonderful. Oh, the Liu Yi actually did a good job as well. They did not lose a single person.
And you guys see that I told you guys from the early game, from the draft pick basis, by checking the draft pick basis, Liu Yi and Dragon and Kufra is a very good strong pick for them. And
Yeah,
it was
100%.
a really good pick for them. And they win that by draft. Let's see if they win by ending. So what do you guys think of bases right now, Zidane?
I think that so far they're playing really well. They're controlling the game, that's for sure. What they lack is going for that objectives. Just keep their lanes pushed. Maybe at this point, maybe freeze the lanes, but all they need to do is play objectively from now on. Just wait for that Lord. Don't overextend themselves. We need not to forget that Veil, if he lands that first skill in ulti on more than one person, he can melt them down. So Team Y could still have that comeback, but it's a very, very, very tight chance for them to actually do
that
it.
was a time
King
that was
on
a
the
foul
jump.
time. Oh, Lynch pose. Oh, what was he doing? Tempest of Blaze saves Ling and he escapes. Was barely. Oh, that was so close though. If the Tyrant Raid had hit Ling at that tiny little moment, there was that sliver or that opportunity. He could have secured that kill for
that
his
was
team. That
great.
was beautiful.
Great awareness from Liu Yi, teleporting them both up there, and then Kufra knocking him right off that wall.
And yes, what do you guys think so far, like about this game? Like, is it a wonderful game so far? Is it decent for you guys? So, what do you guys think?
It's definitely a great game, but personally, I think it's one-sided. You can definitely tell that Team Bad Intentions is leading the game. They're playing their own game. They're pushing Team Y to play their game too. They're not letting them control the map. They're not letting them go out of their towers. So it's pretty much a one-sided game. But we never know. We never know. Maybe Team Y would be able to pull up some comeback. We'll see about that.
And also about things. So, what do you think, Zidane? What do you think if they have a chance? If Y Namangana got a chance to win this, so they're able to aim Liu Yi first, or Bad Attention have to aim Veil. If they both aim at each other, that makes burst damage. That will they able to have a chance to win?
I really think that taking Liu Yi down is the first step for Team Y to start coming back. That Veil is not possessing as much risk as that Liu Yi is so far. So maybe taking that Liu Yi down, but having the Black Dragon and that Kufra jump to secure that and help that Liu Yi in team fights. It's gonna be really hard for Team Y to achieve.
Yeah, here comes the first Lord fight. That Roger's the first person to reach full build now. He's 100% built, so we're going to see him start popping off.
Dragon Form goes in and the Furious Power goes off and secures the kill for his team, and the Full Moon Curse passive on the Roger. Oh, secures the team kills on it, and laying other figure armor gets popped up as well. But look at that Dragon just chasing after the X-Block, and Liu Yi desperately escaping from the link, and he secures the kill on the link, but he escaped? He just escapes. Just barely, but he's
unfortunately he was
but
able
the push
to
on
not get that
the
shield.
push on the
Yeah,
crystal.
that's good game.
That is a GG.
That is great game. Focused on objectives there at the end. They came back from what you were saying. They've focused on the objectives. I think they heard you.
They did indeed. Look at that game. That was an unexpected push from a mid lane. And they tried to get that Lord bait and they actually win that Lord bait. Lord bait and push mid tower with the Bane and Roger. Damn, that was a smart IQ play right there from Bet Attention. What do you guys think so far for analysts?
It's definitely a very good game. Well played for both sides, but Team Bad Intentions showed better domination in mid lane mainly than side lanes. Side lanes were kind of doing okay from both sides, but that mid lane, that low E damage, that Kufra jumps were able to turn the game into their hands. What do you think, Majin?
Yeah, 100%. There was multiple times in that game where the Kufa just swayed everything dramatically in their favor, and I think that definitely helped them. But in the end, I think it just came down to the draft, like you were saying earlier. The draft really was where most things are decided, and when it came down to it, I think their team fight was just too heavy for the enemy to compete with. And the early game that's there as well, once that dragon hits 4, whether you have an item or not, that's a power spike. Lu Yi, she doesn't need to hit that level 3 or 4 like we were saying yesterday. Once she hits 2, that's it, power spike. So I think that was just really hard for them to keep up with, and in the end, it turned into a bit of a snowball game, and there was no coming back from that. They were able to defend great, there was the resistance there. They weren't just ended quickly, it wasn't easy, but yeah, they weren't able to make it through.
And well played from the both team. And by the saying, like the what a mistake they have done. So the mistake going to like taking that Lord bait. That is the mistake they have done. They should have checked on more tower, check on the map more for the why I'm gonna. They should have check more map than checking on the Lord bait. They should have give that Lord and check on the tower first. Then they can go in the Lord.
Yeah, you are 110% right there, especially after those first 3 turtles, seeing how the blue side was able to split their team effort into 2 places and just able to control it perfectly. They should have known that when Lord comes, they're going to do something similar and they're going to make that situation go towards them.
But the saying to let me say this by saying that if like when Namanganan actually aim that low they have actually 50 chance to actually win the game, 50-50 chance to win that game. So but
Yeah.
basically like what do you what do you guys think of this game so far? I'm like finding this game really the base of draft pick. I already know like the attention is really gonna do really well, but and one Namanganan show us some intention like really well in the game as well. They did actually really good holding up with that combo they have for the bad attention. And yes guys.
Yeah, great game.
And also and we forgot to mention is our the one of the shoutcaster's birthday today, and it's happy birthday to him, and let wish him happy birthday and hope he have a great birthday.
And who would he be?
And it would be the scene, and here he is the shoutcasters. So since
Hello.
your
Oh,
birthday,
happy birthday there, big boy.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, Sin.
the
Thank you. Thank you.
the-
Okay.
the
I'll
stream
be commentating tomorrow, so see you guys there.
So guys, please do subscribe, and it will be it for tonight, right? That will be it. This is it for tonight, and hope you guys enjoy and stay
Good
for
night,
more.
everyone.
And
Bye
please
bye.
please do subscribe to this community. We're gonna grow. We want this community to grow more, to get more matches for tournament match. We will make this tournament match with second tournament soon, eventually. If we get more than like 500 subscriber or 1K subscriber, at least we will do skins giveaway on that. And please, guys, do subscribe and help out the community out. And also, guys, shout out to the shoutcasters tonight. Shout out to the cameraman tonight. Thank you for coming. And also shout out to the Biz and shout out to Lord Snow Rabbit, Margin and Sins and Zidane. Did really well for the shoutcasting, and shout out to myself as well. So thank you guys for coming, and have a
Thank you.
lovely evening or night for you guys. And anything to say, you guys, the shoutcasters and cameraman?
Thank you to
See you
everyone who
tomorrow.
joined. We really appreciate you coming out to these events, and maybe one day we'll get MPL. Despite what anyone says, Australia server will always be one of the best servers out there. One of the best. Don't
Yeah.
you forget that, buddies.
Best.
Yeah. And also, we hopefully MPL see this and we get a sponsor by MPL. And we hopefully want to have tournaments, a lot of people to join. Please go ahead, go to that link on the description below to join our Discord, and also do subscribe to see more tournament coming soon. And
This
also
is
stay
this is
tuned.
King's third time saying subscribe in the past 10 seconds. I think we gotta end it here before he says subscribe another time.
And also guys, stay tuned on the semifinals. So what do you guys?
Semi-finals and finals tomorrow for the lower bracket. See you there.
Yeah, see you there.
And now end the stream.